Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Death Drive. Today we're going to stick around England because I'm sick of all them checkpoints. Let's go to Ireland where there's no checkpoints at all. Hello weird things and hairdryer. Hello soda engines. Let's do this one. Let's take a look. Oh, we're taking logs. Wait, hold on. There we go. Brandon Polly's proud Irish. So am I. My ancestors have a muck in the name. MC, which I know sounds Scottish, but apparently it's Irish. Trust me, it'd be awkward. Is that a train or no? Ah! Fuck. I didn't know they drove on the wrong side. No, wait, I'm on the wrong side of the road. They drive on the right side of the road in Ireland. Oof. This is all set up wrong, isn't it? Why is the GPS on the wrong side? Wasn't like this last time. Why isn't P the fucking pause? Hold on. No, let's not do this because it's because I'm on the other side of the road. Hold on. Let's move past St. Paul over to this side. There we go. Hey, we got the kings. I don't get it. What's hey, we got the kings mean? But at the same time, you have no idea how many people on my end have been thinking I have a different accent. Well, I'm not trying to fake one. So you have an Irish accent? I couldn't detect it. I'm not saying it's not there. So how's everyone been? 4 people. Maybe I should have posted on the other one. on the other channel as well. Telly's too loud. There we go. And my game's too loud. British Brooklyn, Scottish, Irish, Russian and even French. Oof. I've never looked that far back into my ancestry. I suppose Americans do. They've all got a bit of exotic ancestry, don't they? Unless you're Native American. What's making the microphone's picking something up? I think it's the speaker. No. There we go. What was that? Didn't touch anything. Someone's flashing. Solar Engine's had a rough week. You had the shower room refitted with new flooring, so you've had to make do without a shower. I've had to make do without a bathroom before, about 10 years ago now. Had it done up, took a while. Plumbers, everyone's an expert when they're plumbers. With so many people sort of, oh well, I'm doing it this way, I don't care what he thinks. Oh, I'm going to do it this way, I don't care what he thinks. Oh, I said not to do it that way. Everyone's an expert. Hold on, I've got to turn down there. I've got the game turned up too far. There we go. I had a rough week. Sunday, like I was expecting to be bad. Hello, Party Up to Productions. There. And now you've got trouble with the plumbers. That sucks. Oh shit, I've got to get back to me gas supplier. I'm trying to get me meter moved. It's in the way. I want to get changes done in the kitchen and I can't because the meter is well, it's in a really awkward place, but it's really in the way if you're going to do anything in the kitchen. Gee, I'm really glad I tuned in to listen to this, Paul. It's dead interesting. Irish roads and you moaning about your kitchen. This is great. Do you know what I've been doing today? I've been making backgrounds for Keith and Owen do steamed hams. If you recall, aren't them reflections awesome in that truck? You can see the trucks on the other side of the road. Sorry. If you recall, we were talking about this 2 weeks back. Keith and Owen do steamed hams. So I have been taking scenes from the original and taking out, just making the background shots. I looked to see if anyone else had done it first, but they hadn't. Well, I couldn't find it anyway, so that's good. I was thinking about making a set, a 3D set for them to do the stuff in, but no, that's too much like hard work. What's Geeb machine? Some kind of accent creator, accent teacher. There's a double truck. You poor bastard, they're a nightmare. A U-bird. Geek Machine's a U-bird. Ah, you fucking dick. You absolute bellend. You fucking deserve that. You fucking absolute car driving tosspot. Fucking crash, you prick. Let's slow down and get him again. That was not my fault, that was an arsehole in a car. That's fucking oof. It's fun. What? Okay. Oh shit. Hello, them Germinator. Joel Hunter, voice actor who taught me everything you know about that. I'm playing the part of Jesus, a role once played by Jeffrey Hunter. You might remember him as the actor William Shatner replaced in Star Trek. Apparently Jeffrey was good enough to die for our sins, but not quite good enough to seduce green women. It was not all doom and gloom this week, as I recovered from side effects of the vaccine jab. Good. I know I said it last week, but apparently it's a sign that it's working, so it makes you even more impervious. I've still got a while before they give me mine. They're not taking into account like asthma or anything like that, which is fair enough. I suppose if I'm at work, I'll have to tell them, look, I'm having a vaccine jab tonight or whatever, and I might be ill and not in the next day. I suppose everyone will have to do that. What do they make? Fuck. It's fine. Why did Mr. Lancaster? He didn't. Bertha did it. Bertha's co-workers were just biased. Bertha clearly did it to him. But he was asking for it. Interesting fact, that's based on a real person. For all I know, it's one of you. Party up to on Productions might be Mr. Lancaster. Who knows? Actually, I think I'd be able to tell from your grammar. Mr. Lancaster was a twat. It's a nice spot, isn't it? Look, Volvo. Fuck Volvos, I'm not driving a Volvo again. I love the fucking notifications, but I wish they wouldn't cover up the bloody GPS. Hey, Fluffy Winter, woo! Hey, Spirit fanboy. I'm on the wrong side of the road. Let's go over here. Sure these guys in the houses won't mind. Look at them nice archways they have in there over the front doors. Please don't slag off any more YouTubers who aren't here to defend themselves. Because we had some trouble, didn't we, a couple of weeks back. And where was Tom, the little robot? Didn't really fit in the story. If any of y'all have the video, I need it uploaded. Oh, I see. This must be the docks. That's where we're going. There's FedEx, but it's not FedEx. It's like a fake FedEx. Yes, Paul, we figured that out. Now, where do I go? Must be straight on. Yeah! Let's go to Holyhead. Remember Berlin the Gremlin? I assume you're not asking me that. I don't know what that means. What's windscreen wipers? Oh, there we go. We should turn up how often the rain falls, cause it always leads up to crashes. I love the way there's no roundabout on that GPS. That was a nice surprise. No, we're in Wales. I went to Wales once, got robbed. I didn't go there especially to get robbed, just got robbed. They didn't catch him, but the police contacted us to say that their chief suspect, who they basically knew it was them, hey, breakism, they'd been locked up for something else. Nice one to let us know. Please get a bad press in this country, especially since we're now a bunch of whinging, greedy, lazy scumbags, self-righteous scumbags. I'm the lazy part. We're going to Bangor. Oh really? Who's she? Oh. Oh, I'm really glad I tuned in for this, Paul. It's Sunday night, I could be watching something good on telly, but no, I'll listen to your terrible jokes instead. Thanks very much. It's alright. Every day I make shit jokes up DuckTales. I didn't make that joke up. Reminds me of my weekend down Wales. Just as chucking it down with rain as I remember, yeah. I always thought there was something nice about being on holiday and it raining. You just got Pontins and on one occasion Butlins. What a shithole that was. And there was something weird when it was raining. Like Blackpool when it's raining and it's it's winter and everything's shut. No, you are not flipping over. There we go. Has anyone watched this show? What show? Imaginator asked what happened to Cockleshell Bay. If you mean my spoof, it was just somewhat amusing. I remember they had there was a thing on telly. Must have been the 80s. It was like a parody program, and it was a send up of satellite TV that had just started. It was turned. Blackpool Pontins was turned into ours, and I said, "Oh, that's a shame." I went there, and I went to the one by Heysham. Is that is Heysham Blackpool or Morecambe? Anyway, I went to Blackpool and I went to Morecambe Pontins. They were alright. Butlins was in Ayr in Scotland, and it was shit all. They had one of them magic roads where you're going up a hill, but it doesn't look like you're going up a hill. Or was it that you're not going up a hill, but you think you're going up a hill? Something stupid like that. What's the fucking GPS doing? Well, this is the stupidest road I've ever seen. Now, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, there's a program called KYTV, and it was a send up of like satellite TV that just started and was really cheap and crap. And so every week they do something different, like a sports event, and another time they were covering like a siege, like they used to do on the news all day whenever that kind of thing happened. And they had a joke at the end of it, like now it's time for you all, that's the end of the show, and now for all our regional viewers to go back to your own regional programming. But as for viewers in our region, it's time for, and they'd have some awesome program on, and then you'd see a little bit of it, and then it would cut to sort of regional broadcasting, which was quite funny. The Cockleshell Bay thing was. You remember they did that Simpsons documentary? It was like a fake documentary about him, and at the end it's like, and coming up next week, and it was like Deputy Dog. And what happened to Deputy Dog? And I'm pretty sure I've seen that joke on other things as well. Wasn't that original, but I think it was the KYTV thing that inspired me. Telethon they did as well, and they kind of like they did the sort of lame stuff they did on telethons in over here. Stuff like, oh well, I'm I'm in the lobby of the studio and it's absolute chaos down here. There's loads of people. And then the camera pans out and there's like 5 people stood around him, stuff like that. It seemed funny at the time. Next PC adventures, all the engines react to Shed 17. Hiya, Coop Troop. Just reading comments. I'm sure turning this far won't hurt. I want to point out to you something being planned for your you-know-what. I'm at the start of I need voiceovers done on time, okay? Not people writing me a script. Doesn't make, is it going to make me feel better about people taking weeks to record 2 lines for me? Sorry, but I had to say it. What? I didn't fucking touch anything. That's what happens when you fucking speak your mind on YouTube. Fucking game crashes. The fuck are these assholes doing? There's lorries going up here. What the fuck are you doing parked up here? This must be fucking Wanker Express. Must be because I'm English. They'll all be talking to each other in Welsh now. Hey, depressed Doctorling? Still depressed. I think you should just call yourself. Hey, how's that excellent? I had more crashes than fucking ZX81. I'm really glad I tuned in for this stream, Paul. It's great. Next week, Colonel Baba. I love that idea. Sort of a Saddam Hussein, Colonel Gaddafi thing. Right, let's go to Canterbury. Let's go all the way up north. Nope. 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 We want to go. I just don't want to go east again. All them bloody checkpoints. Let's do that one. No. Let's do that one. That might be fun. Down the boot. Down the boot to Barry. There's Al. There's Barry. Yeah, so Brandon Polly did the graphics for that. I think all of them. Oh no, it's a fucking Volvo. Why don't you tell me not to bloody drive Volvos? Volvo in the rain? Oh, this is going to be a bloodbath. Sorry lads, this is going to be 18 rated. This is going to get presented by Sheriff John Bennell for all the crashes. There's an old joke for you. Oh, thunder as well. Don't get much thunder around my way. It would be awesome if you could go to your own house. Yeah, you said that every time, Paul. Oh yeah, I did. Revenge of the Cardboard Mobile. Oh my F word. Oh, shit, where am I supposed to go here? Where's the fucking... Where's the fucking thing gone? So I guess I just... What? Bullshit. What the fuck? Let's try going this way. Revenge of the Cardboard Mobile. I mean Revenge of the Cardboard Mobile. What? Oh, I'm going the wrong way here. I think I've got to go up there. To the right. I think I'm going here. Oh, is this the boat to Europe? Well, let's see what happens. Wooden Paul and Barry the Wooden Chuckle Brothers should appear in... Oh, I see. Wooden Paul and Barry the Wooden Chuckle Brothers should appear in Thomas PC episode. Bill and Ben should appear too. I'm going to make Toby and Bell for the next one. I am going to start doing them. I thought I might stream making them. What do you think? It kind of inspired me to actually pull my finger out and make them. Hello Europe, man. Are you in Europe? I like your hairdo. You look a bit SS, kind of. Streaming that would be so cool, wouldn't that give away the story? Not really, not really. No. Okay, let's go through red lights. Yeah, fuck you. Oh shit. No, yeah, no, I don't think it'll give away the story. Basically, I'm going to parody something that happens to Toby, or Toby's involved in. And Belle has to do her job. So we'll see Belle. I could have tried to get away with, you know, stills of the models, but that's cheating. I don't want to cheat for PC Adventures. I know the Fat Controller stood in front of real Wimpies in McDonald's. Fucking hell, you! Ugh. Why are you so rude, French people? Oh yeah. Keith Hartley shout out's the best part of the show. What, on here? Or do you mean in the Project G1? There's someone not been before over there. Sorry, I'm in more of a rush than you, fireman. Fuck. Oh, it's Calais, look. We've got a Calais. Let's go to Calais. We'll just have a quick drive around, see what's there. Oh, on here, Keith Hartley shout outs. What would you like Keith to say today? Hello, I'm driving a truck. On the half shell, they're the heroes for. In this day and age, who could ask for more? The crime wave is high with muggings mysterious. All police and detectives are furious, 'cause they can't find the source of this lethally evil force. This is serious, so give me a quarter. I was a witness, get me a reporter. Call April O'Neil on this case. And you better hurry up, there's no time to waste. We need help like quick on the double. Have pity on the city, man it's in trouble. We need heroes like the Lone Ranger when Tonto came pronto, when there were danger. They didn't say they'd be there in half an hour, 'cause they displayed. All together now! Oh, you're rubbish. Hello, Thasonics guy. King of Shed. Do you know what I watched yesterday? Aquaman. And they kept talking about being Ocean Master, which sounded funny to me for some reason. I will become Ocean Master. And I thought, should I get a screenshot with the subtitle and then get like a screen grab of Masters of the Universe and then get that Rosetta of Shed Master and put that up and say, but which is the best master? And then I realised I actually put Shed King, so the whole joke was ruined. I also watched this thing called Morph. I had a weird dream about Morph the other day. Oh, was it real? There was something on Twitter, it was an old bit of news on Twitter, and it was the people who made Morph. And they ended up being Aardman Animations. But they did Morph like in a flat somewhere. I had a weird dream about Morph. No, I've only got vague memories now. I had a weird dream I had about 5 or 6 robot hoovers, but other people kept sort of taking over them and controlling them, and I had to keep getting control of them again. You know, like registering them so I could set them off and that. It's sleeping too long. If I start sleeping too long, I have stupid fucking dreams. When I was little, I watched the claymation stuff with like a series where these people were cleaning houses and they found a client with a really dirty house and there was a dead body in there, I think. Claymation. I wonder what that was about. Oh, hi. Oh, have we said hello to Coop Troop? Sorry, hello, Coop Troop. Soda Engine had a dream that's more of a movie. I always dream I'm watching a movie, but then I end up being in the movie. Have you ever had a dream that you're watching a film that you want to watch, and then you finally watch the film, but your dream was better? I dreamt the last Star Wars film, and my dream was much better than the actual final film. I mean, to be fair, I could have fucking scribbled something together on a bit of paper and it'd be better than the fucking It'd be better than the last Star Wars film, but there you go. I can't find it anymore. Oh, right, the claymation thing. And they haven't made an episode in years last I checked. Party Up 2-1 says Wallace and Gromit the wrong trousers. Is that what you're suggesting was the cleaning thing? Is that what they were in that? What were they doing for a job in wrong trousers? The sheep one, they were cleaning windows. I think they were just renting out a room, weren't they? What were they doing in the wrong trousers? He got some NASA trousers, didn't he? And he put them on, he walked around, and then the lodger that moved in was an evil penguin. And then I stopped taking crack cocaine. I've seen them adverts where they tried to recreate Lado's voice, Peter Sallis's voice, and it's not. It's obviously a different voice. It's like when they had to recreate Bugs Bunny's voice and other characters whose. I think Kermit the Frog's got a weird voice now, hasn't he? Ever since Jim Henson died. Oh, fuck! That's on it, Sky. I'm bored. I might redraw Alan Barry. I'll send you photos of the real Al and Barry, and you can make a mix of the two. Boy, I'd be in trouble then. Soda Engine's dream was influenced by 2 Japanese movies I'd recently watched. Oof. I hope I never have a mix of Tetsuo and what else? It's in some bizarre Jap stuff. Audition. Party Up 2-1 Productions dreamed he was in My Little Pony's Equestria Girls. Yeesh. Oh, now I'm fucked. Now I'm fucked. It's a very luxurious truck, isn't it? Colour. Nice cream leather effect. This is very posh. Oh yeah, there's a bed in the back. I don't even know what we're delivering this time. Oh, it's some kind of fruit and veg. Sorry guys, I can't look at comments at the moment. The cat's in the way. I'll just pretend I know what you're saying. Look at them fucking balloons, Paul. Alright then, I will. I swear. There you go. Do you need petrol, Paul? I don't think so. Wait, yes I do. Damn, I wish you'd said that earlier. Look, we're going to Heinous. Time for a non-alcoholic drink. I have Said the dude. Long time no see. How's it doing? How's it doing? How's it going? Sorry. How is it going? Petrol. Ooh, shit. That was a mistake. We don't seem to be as top heavy this time. Engine off. Refill. King of Shed says I had a fun night on Friday where I had both nightmare and sleep paralysis and was well scared. I'm not surprised. That sounds as scary as shit. Coop Troop also had a dream like that, except I was mass, they were dying. I think it was because I saw some questionable My Little Pony stuff that day. I vaguely remembered that stuff that day. What's questionable My Little Pony stuff? That someone made sick My Little Pony horror films? Because that's horrible. Imagine someone doing such a thing. Popular kids' TV character horror films. They must be monsters. Tell you what happened the other day, which might interest some of you, or one of you, probably none of you. I've been trying to find the soundtrack to the old G.I. Joe cartoons. Oh, I'm really glad you brought this up, Paul. I think I might tune out. I'll see if someone else is streaming. And yeah, some of the, and I've seen people online. They're trying to find it as well, just trying to find the old soundtrack music that's into the cartoons. There was a poster with a hedgehog there, and what I never thought of was they used to use the same music because they were like Marvel Sunbow cartoons. They used to use the same music for Transformers, and I went looking for Transformers cartoons the other day on YouTube. And then I find a big, huge list of soundtrack tracks. And there's what I was after. These tunes I was after. Been after them for years. Not for any reason. Just wanted to have them. Thought it might be cool one day to have a bit of that playing in the background. Not on this, obviously, because YouTube are very angry. Oh, fuck's sake, Sophie. I'm watching Family Guy, yes. Hello, baby Dexter. Nice to meet a new face. Right, Sophie's gone now, so I can read some more comments. Some people can really let their imaginations run wild. They certainly can. I can if I'm falling asleep. You just start thinking mad stuff. People have made horror fics of kids' shows. Yes. Monsters they are. Monsters! Then again, don't we all? Oop Troop. Oh, Baby Dexter suggested it was Smile HD. Side the dude. Oh wait, I'm losing his comments. Hang on. I have to go back in time. Side the dude says, I remember a dream. I was stuck under my bed and my mum brought cake, but she couldn't find me or hear me, and I was like, oh man, I wanted that cake. That sucks. You must have gone to sleep hungry. Baby Destro asks, what's your next projects? Keith and Owen do steamed hams. And then PC Adventures episode 5. Terror for Toby. That's not its real name. There are two types of people, the one with good intentions and the one with bad intentions. I don't think it's, black and white. Not everyone's... Not many people are totally evil, and not many people are totally good. Depends on the subject. That's just my opinion. Coop Troop says he saw that after and got scared. Depressed Oxley said, don't make me remember Smile HD. So what was Smile HD? That's got me intrigued now. At Up to One Productions wants to see Top Gear Euro Trucking Special with Paul, Brandon and Aidan. We'll just get on the... Well, we should all get this game and go online. We'll set up our own lobby where it's just like an absolute bloodbath. What if you were just like in the whole Europe and there was no map telling you where the other trucks were? So we all just had to find each other driving around all day. How long do you reckon it'd take to find each other in the whole sort of Pro Mods map? I'd imagine years, especially if someone just decided to hide in a yard somewhere, a lorry yard, a warehouse yard somewhere. Luxembourg. Coop Troop says that vid was cursed. The original vid got taken down. Half the reactions got wiped off YouTube. Ooh. Now I am intrigued. At least someone re-uploaded it. But Brendan Polly made a Smile HD video, but with TTTE characters with TF2 voices. This was years ago. Brandon says, oh, that video. And Syed says, yeah. But I remember Smile HD was just a gore fest. Fun, and it was rubbish. Coop Troop said it was disgusting. Excuse me. I remember Pinkie Pie killing all her friends, and then there was this one where she turned Rainbow Dash into a goddamn cupcake. Oh, who remembers what I was talking about last week? House of Cosby's. I looked it up afterwards. Found it on YouTube. You know who made it? It's him who makes what's it called? Rick and Morty now. It's something they had on a website. They had their own like series on this website back in the day. That's where it come from. I just thought it was quite funny. Yeah, Cosby Tunnel, that was it. Can't remember how that joke came about, but I think you're trying to say it's over the top. I think I'll put the link to Smile HD on PC Adventure episode 4. Okay. But let me forget. It's a parody of My Little Pony. Ah. What a weird name for it though. I thought we were in Luxembourg. I passed a sign ages ago saying Luxembourg. That's weird. Hello, Nicholas Ortiz. When I saw Thomas has a new model in PC Adventures, yeah, he had an upgrade. The other engines already had an upgrade, but I kind of stuck with my old-fashioned Thomas. I don't think I ever realised how different he was to the real Thomas. So yeah, he had a big reboot, but I kept it quiet to give everyone a surprise. And then I think I put it in a I put it in a still, I think, and spoiled the surprise, or I put it in a trailer and spoiled the surprise. But yeah, so that was a wasted time. Got a delivery yesterday. It was it's this blower for cleaning out computers. You know when you get them cans of compressed air? I got sick of buying them all the time, so at first I got this wireless thing that you charge up, but that was shite. It just, if you just kept it plugged in, the battery would just die, which sucked. So this one's a plug-in one, and I thought, oh, this is quite powerful. And I used it on the keyboard, and instead of, well, as well as cleaning the keyboard, it blew the keyboard across the desk. So yeah, it's pretty powerful. Highly recommended. I opened up the side of the computer tower and blew it all in there and got the dust out and that. And now the computer makes a bit of a rattle. I think maybe some of the wiring's is touching the fan. Nos gonita. Oh, you've been pulled over. You're pissed at your head. I missed a turn off, haven't I? The road's gone a bit mad. I've missed a turn off, haven't I? Here, look. Oh, the road's gone mad. I definitely missed one. Yeah, look, it's gonna. I've just missed it here, haven't I? I was meant to go there. There must be some way I can turn here and keep going. Are you lot talking about your favourite My Little Pony? Oh my god. Family Guy's doing a Master of the Universe spoof. Apparently that's the real guy that did the He-Man voice. He's very shy. He wouldn't turn up to the fan conventions or out. He's very modest. Apparently he used to turn up, do his voices and like, right, so you know. Ah! Can I turn this way? What if I can get on the other lane here? There. No, we can't. Hey, let's build a wall and then let's put these barriers here instead of make it fucking... Nope, I was talking about talking choo-choo trains. Really? Do they make them? Trains that talk? That's amazing. Mets. I used to drink that. Oh, here we are, I can turn here. Actually, we probably should go around Mets just to have a look at it. Let's go around and have a look at it. So here's a thing. Here's a thing. What's that, the PC sped? Ah! Yeah! Fucking hell. Let this be a lesson about reading your texting while you drive, kids. Not that I'm typing, I'm just reading. Can you imagine how much I'd shit myself if we just drove past, like, what's it called? Hit Logistics. Someone who made this game was just a fan of Project G1. I'm just like, what the fuck? Oh, that's what we're going to do one day, won't we? See if we can do some shed, and play some of these Roblox shed games. By the way, how do we do that? Now, apparently the Roblox is like, you do it in your browser. But how do you find the games to play on it? Does the website just have a big list of all the you know, fan-made stuff that's been submitted? The website is a list of games, so it's all like, this is all above board, is it? It's meant to be on this website. And yeah, so you just find a list of games and off you go. Do you have to sign up to it or anything? It just seems nowadays you have to sign up to every goddamn thing. It's like a big advert. Hey, hack me and scam me and... It's probably trash spam games like most of them are. Alright. I looked up Shed 17 and stuff on Roblox. Yeah, I've seen, one of you guys sent me some stills, didn't you? I think you actually did it last week. We paused and looked at them. I know, let's watch Smile HD. No, I better not, I wish I could undip the headlights. When I'm on GTA, I always have the headlights on, even out in the middle of the desert. Maybe I'm going blind. How do you feel when people make fan-made stuff, Project G1 and Shed 7? It's flattering. Did that go up? Oh yeah, it did. It's flattering. I like the drawings and stuff people do. Someone did a really nice Bertha the other day on Twitter. I retweeted it and liked it, and you know, it was Monster Bertha, but she was waving to the viewer, which was nice. If you watch Smile, don't say we didn't warn you. It's the fan-made stuff. It's when people just take clips of my stuff and just add someone else's music to it. It's like, in what way is that content? You just stolen my work, which took me years, added someone else's work, which is the music, and then post it on your channel, probably monetize it, try and make something out of other buggers' energy. That annoys me. I really liked that when I did PC Adventures episode 1 and that guy animated it, like proper hand animated it. I thought that was awesome. Absolutely love that. I actually thought one day we'll do a stream where we go through fan... Oh, see you later, Coop Troop. Thank you for joining. This is nice, isn't it? Look at all this. Knocked down a whole mountain to put a road through. Like a gallery thing, and we go through people's artwork and comment, not criticise, just, you know, have a look. And at some point I'm going to try and do a better obscure engines quiz, and of course at some point we're going to do the Project G1 King of Project G1 quiz. So do your homework, Fatsonics guy. Oh, Fatsonics guy can send me a tutorial. This is for Roblox. That might be helpful, because if I do it as a live stream, no doubt I'll get stuck and everyone's like bored while I'm fucking trying to figure out what you're meant to do. There's Knuckle Force. Oh no, Nucleo. There's Aim Skip. What do we do here? I think we'll go here. No, what? We'll go here. He's a dangerous driver. You better get off the fucking road. He's a dangerous driver. The Europeans shit themselves. It's like that. I made up a new song. You should do a reaction video to Smile HD. I don't like being on camera. I can understand other people. I'm kind of a hypocrite because I go on like Twitch and see who's playing different games, and I do click on videos depending on what the person on the camera looks like. You know, you think, oh, he looks like he might be a laugh, or she looks like she might be a laugh. But I don't like... I've even followed people who play like who played FIFA and stuff, and then they get themselves a webcam and suddenly you put that face to that voice and think, oh, he seems like a bit of a twat, and you stop following. Weird, isn't it? Paul, have you ever read Twilight? Do I look like a puffer? I'll be 1 minute, 1 hour 9 minutes. I'll be editing that bit. Oh yeah, fan made stuff. Okay. Paul, big world, big shed. He just goes around the world reviewing sheds. Actually, that should be a job for Shed King, King of Sheds. It goes around the world reviewing sheds. We all have to sponsor it. We all have to pay for his travel. Is that alright, Fatsonics guy? They cancelled DuckTales. I remember I was watching, I got Disney Plus and I noticed DuckTales was there. I was like, oh good, DuckTales. And then I realised it was a remake. I'm like, oh. I mean, fair enough, later on I found out that the old one was on there and it wasn't half as good as I remember. A lot of filler, and you can't swim in coins, that's ridiculous. Also, how is he that rich without investing it in anything? What's he invested in, that guy with the really old plane? He's basically invested in death for his nephews. Might make a good documentary about how his pyramid scheme collapsed, owing loads of people. Fat Sonnets guy would do that. What, you would swim in gold? The way you do face mixing to change the engine's facial expression has always impressed me enough to want to do the same. It's just photoshopping. If I'm making a new face, it's bits of faces from... So I think Policeman Engine was a bit of Oliver, and then eyes from someone else, I think. And you use that finger tool just to you know, distort the face so the grumpy face could look a bit more smiley or a bit more fed up or something, you know. Oh, the shed thing. Oh yeah, sorry, miles away. Going around the world reviewing sheds. Well, this shed's alright, but let's take a look inside. There's no horror in here. There's nothing at all to scare me. There's a spider up there, but you know, it don't really bother me. Thanks for watching. Next week, Budapest, where we review the latest in the IKEA Budapest range. Can we really get a fright from Dark Vanish? Let's find out. Jordan Anderson wants relationship advice. Oof. I'll be happy to give you some when I've got some advice to give. There you are. Star Trek Next Generation reference. What's the problem? Maybe someone here can help out. Soda Engine doesn't like having his face revealed. I don't either. I'm kind of a slob. I just kind of sit back and... I tried to take a nice picture when Sophie was on my knee, and when I looked at it I was just like, oh my god, this is horrible. I just look like a fucking slob sitting here with the cat lying there. Brandon Polly says, in my case, to what you described, I started using a site called Pixela, an editing program. Yeah. So it's like an online editing program. That sounds alright, but I bet there's some... I bet it's like Facebook or anything, yeah. Any videos or media you upload to it now belongs to them. I'm sure there'll be some small print there. Maybe I'm being cynical. Coming soon, Rainbow the horror movie. Oh my god. The weird egg-shaped person, the vicious bear, and the violent hippo. Hippos are one of the most dangerous animals in the world, you know. They don't look it, but they are. They break into Rod, Jane and Freddy's house and try and smash the place up and try and kill them. Zippy's like that. Go on, Jeff. Go on, George. Go and fuck them up, George. Routine and Freddy, I'm going to fuck you all up. I'm actually a hippo. Snap, snap, snap. That's the teeth. I wonder how hard it would be to make, like, a rabid Zippy and George. Rabid Zippy and George puppets. Have you ever seen the original series of Rainbow? The bear, that'll give you nightmares. The original bungle. Like, what the shit? Where are we? Oh, they're showing my mate's favourite bit on Family Guy now. When they drink the stuff that makes you throw up to see who wins. Oh well, I don't think we're too far out of our range. Zippy snaps and other stories. I drink stuff that makes me throw up. It's called cheap vodka. A mate at work was going to get some of the Chav's Choice vodka, the stuff they have in the off license where he lives. Just like this really dirt cheap, so it's like, yeah, maybe not. I had a mate who made his own home brew. He made his own home brew, and everyone else is like, he come round with it, and there's a load of us, and come round and brought it round in all these bottles, and it was a bit sort of thick, and I start drinking it, and everyone else is like, oh, it's disgusting that. It stunk, but it tasted quite nice, and I'm like, this is alright actually. I'm about halfway through a bottle, and then the lad whose house it was, his mum comes in and says, oh yeah, I won't drink that, that's going to give you the shit's big style. And I'm like halfway through the bottle like, what? It was actually alright. God knows how strong it was. I worked with someone who, actually I might have told you this story. She was from the Czech Republic and all the family were there. And what you could do there is you could take like fruit, berries and stuff that you grew yourself or you picked yourself, take it to this spot, and it was like a distillery, and they would distill it for you and then give you, and then I don't know how long it took for you, but you had to come back and they'd give you this bottle of shit, no, this way. Whew. And they'd come back with this stuff they'd distilled, and it was like, God knows how strong it was. Anyway, she went back one day, and she went back there for a week, and then she came back with this stuff, and we went to a meeting. It was a works meeting at head office, and she'd brought this bottle with her, and we all had a go at it, and it's like, I had to pick up a certificate. I got a wine certificate, and I had to go and shake hands with the chairman. It's a good job I tried that stuff after I had to get up, but holy shit, God knows how strong it was, but holy shit. I decided to leave. I'd drunk everything. Zippy looks in the mirror. What the hell am I? Say the dude says, who's Zippy? Oh my god. Dear King of Science, I've discovered a doorway to another world where you can speak to embryos. Can you believe there are people on YouTube through my live stream channel who don't even know who Zippy is? It's a scientific breakthrough, and I think you should contact all the masters of science around the world. It's a scientific miracle. It's like time travel. Yeah, Zippy, there was a show called Rainbow, and so it had this human guy called Jeffrey Hayes, who didn't save his money up and ended up being a taxi driver. To be fair, he probably didn't earn that much, and he lived with a giant bear called Bungle. Well, when I say giant, he was basically a bloke in a bear costume, and a puppet called George, who looked like a pink hippo, and Zippy, who was sort of egg-shaped, and his mouth could be zipped up. It had a zip. And they talk like this. Jeffrey, I've got a stomach. Jeffrey. And he was kind of a troublemaker, and George was a bit of a bit more subdued, and Bungle was just thick. You wouldn't let like a bear with learning difficulties live with you, would you? Because it could probably just go crazy and just decide to kill everyone and not think twice about it. And then they had some friends called Rod, Jane, and Freddie, who were singers. They would sing. I don't think they played much in the way of instruments. They just sang. Originally, now here's one for you experts. It wasn't Rod, Jane, and Freddie, was it? I think Freddie was someone else at first. What was he called? It was Rod, Jane, and someone else. I wonder if they're still around, Rod, Jane, and Freddie. I imagine they don't tour or anything, unless it's ironically, like the same way the one from the Chuckle Brothers who's still alive is still kind of a celebrity now. William Elgood, hello. I remember you from the last stream. The press actually heard the royal family's in some trouble. No comment. There was accusations made about them, which it's hard to imagine it's made up. The thing you always have to remember is, there's nothing's black and white. It's like there's two sides to every story. And I said this last week, didn't I, when you guys were upsetting that guy, that other YouTube streamer. You've got to hear both sides of the story. Both voiced by Roy Skelton, who also voiced the dad. It was Roy. Oh no, wait, that's Rod. Roy Skelton. That does ring a bell. Yeah, but Zippy didn't have a nose, so did he just really struggle to breathe when he's... I know a zip, unless it's like one of them plastic zips, it's not a seal, is it? So you could probably breathe through the zip, but I can imagine it's hard to... You still struggle to breathe. Like trying to breathe through gritted teeth with no nose. So... I'm having trouble breathing like this. Breathing. The zipper is doable. Yeah. It'd make a good spoof trailer, wouldn't it? You'd have to film real people going into an old house that maybe looks like Jeffrey Hayes' house. But then there's this, because Jeffrey's died, there's still this rabid bear and Zippy and Bungle, Zippy and George, and they just tear the kids' throats out and stuff. I actually saw quite a lot of complaints about that Banana Splits film, because it turned out it was a horror film. At first it seemed like a good idea, and then it's kind of anyone not knowing this is a horror, it's probably a bit, might traumatise some people. And I've just realised how what's the word I'm looking for? How hypocritical that is. Oh, look, there's a plane up there. Oh, something with lights anyway. Next week, Aidan Rowan Kershaw, a ginger wooden train enthusiast who's strange that likes ponies. What? Nearly flipped then, see that? What if I can get it on the side wheels and just see how long I can keep it balanced there? You need a corner like this. Bloody hell, are we ever going to straighten out? Party Up to One Productions, what's wrong? Why help? Hello, Starcordia Naz Collab. That? Is that a new name to us? It rings a bell. Could be imagining it. Starcordia Naz Collab. That Sonics guys haven't really been paying attention because they really don't care. Yeah, one time I wouldn't give a toss, but they do a lot. They do a lot for our tourism when we have tourism. People abroad, you know, they like our royal family. I just think, you know, like us guys shouldn't really be talking about someone else, another YouTuber, another Thomas fan. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? When he's not here to back it up, and it's putting someone in front of Oprah Winfrey and just saying what they think without hearing the other side of the story is not really fair. Especially when they know there's a good chance there's going to be nothing negative said back, you know. But they're serious allegations to raise, so you kind of imagine there must be some truth behind it. Paul's vids, who's this Aidan? Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who's this Aidan Rowan Kershaw character? Yeah, you totally confused me now. It's a long tunnel. For now. And now it's time for Ask Paul. Ask Paul. Paul, do you ask Paul what he does and doesn't know? You probably find most of the answers are no. Random fact, but the Banana Splits movie was made of a modified script for the cancelled Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Oh god. I think maybe we should have a Five Nights at Freddy's ban on this stream. All the viewers disappear. I can imagine the original design for a Sonic movie being a horror movie. Maybe it was. That explains the first design of Sonic. Starco DNS has to go to school in the morning. Then I probably should warn you, there's bad language on this stream. Sorry, the dude's waiting for Paul to crash. Well, you can wait all you like, because it ain't gonna happen. Oh, my fuck! Told you about bad language. You have been on the streams before. I thought you had. Name rang a bell. Imagine if they did an Ultimate Kids Show crossover with all these old and new shows. Just loads of kids shows all crossing over. If you keep dribbling like this, it's not going to end well. I know. It's going to be a long journey, all the bloody turn-offs I keep missing. You probably don't like speed bumps. Well, they're always good for a laugh. Oh, Party Up to One Productions is Aidan Rowan Kershaw. Ah, I see. So you, me, Brandon, we're going to, what was it said we were going to do? Travel the world and, no, that Sonic's guy is going to, no, well, oh no, we're going to do Top Gear with trains. Bill. Starco DNS doesn't care about bad language. Well, give me a chance to... Give me a chance to offend you first. Like it starts off in a pub that turns out to be a massive fight. Is this the... Oh shit! King of the Sea! That's right, Top Gear, that was it. Hate Top Gear. The old Top Gear with that dickhead in it. That's in my top 4 most hated TV shows. Actually, a couple of my most hated TV shows don't actually exist anymore. William L. Good, you nearly got your crash then. Who else was waiting for a crash? Saeed was waiting for a crash. Oh, someone said they could hear talking in the background. Yeah, Family Guy's on. This isn't the fucking way, is it? Shit. Oh fuck, look at that. Right, we'll go to this one. We've got a bit of a turn there. And now you see violence and movies and sex on TV. Hey babe. Hey babe, how's it going? IFNM 99. You're the king of reading then crashing. I don't know why you'd say that. Holy fuck! That first crash was not my fault. That guy in the white car was a prick. Ooh, caravans. What was that show? I think they tried to do a Top Gun on Sky One and they kept blowing up caravans. They did an experiment where they filled them up with petrol and then put like 100 mobile phones in them to see if mobile phones could blow up a petrol station. So they all got called and nothing happened. Plans for April Fool's Day. I was gonna say then, yeah, I'm doing a 3-call and it's coming out that day. But no, that's too cruel. I'm not very good at trick videos. You know, sort of cons, and I think they're a bit cruel anyway. You know, hey, look what's on. It's Aha. Oh, that's not it. Turn the wrong volume up. Fuck. Okay, well Aha's on Family Guy. Film 99's made his Rolly knockoff. Oh, can we see it? Is it on? Can you Twitter it to me? Is it YouTube? Can we play it on here? Interesting fact, if you play YouTube on a YouTube stream, you break YouTube, which we can all identify with, and we'll probably all think it's a good idea. Take on me, that was it. See, I've got a noise gate thing on my microphone, so unless I'm talking, you can't hear anything on the microphone. As long as I keep the telly down enough. And the speaker, I've got headphones on, so I can hear I've got the truck noise just playing quietly on my PC speakers. I hate headphones. I got some cheap ones I could just over ear ones. Right, let's have a look at it. It's not Blood and Guts, is it? Because we should probably warn people first. Bear with me, guys. Oh, there's a new Justice League advert. It's on this Thursday. It's got Darkseid in it. That's pretty cool, except we're never going to see Darkseid because they probably never continue that storyline. Finn M99. Is it Coco's Awful Engine Ache? Hold on. Aaron's finally made. He's finally made a stream I can watch for more than 5 minutes. Darko DNS is still waiting for a crash. Right, so it's Coco's Awful Engine Ache. Hang on. Right, we're going to have to turn up the... Hold on. Hold on, guys. We've got to get technical now. This is really difficult. Right, so I'm going to turn up the PC noise a little bit. Sorry if this is really deafening. And if this is Blood and Guts, it's Finn M99's fault, not me.
Coco has had an awful engine ache all day. Oh man, here come his friends, the friendly freight cars.
Hey Coco.
And their friend, Larry the Loud Engine. Hello!
That's awesome. So what do we think? I like that. Just like Larry the Loud Engine's just like, fuck you, I'm loud. Is that what it is? Text to speech? Are we back on the game? Yes, we are. Mike, go animate. How many hours do you reckon you have Truck Sim now? It does tell you, doesn't it? Oh no, that's what I've got left on this run. No. Oh, no. Oh, that's me. Oh, that is me other drivers. Oh no, that's me. Yeah, that's right. Me other drivers are hot ladies. Because I'm sexist. There's my other one. I'm an equal opportunities employer. That's why I hire blondes and brunettes. Next time I'm getting a ginge. FinM99 says, thank you so much. I think everyone liked this, didn't they? Oh, see you later, Starcore DNS. Sorry if there wasn't some, like, bloodbath crash, but next time. It was good, wasn't it? It was good, that. I like that. I like the annoying engine. It's just... he's just gonna blast his horn really loud for the whole rest of the video. Very good. I thought it was going to be Raleigh, actually, in Raleigh, but there you go. I really have to stop for petrol. And that's not petrol, is it? Whoa. So what's your top 10 worst TV shows? Top 4 it is, I've got. So, you won't agree with me. At number 4, it's Top Gear. Old Top Gear with Jeremy Clarkson, who's the most ignorant prick in history and shouldn't be allowed a soapbox like a TV programme. That's just my opinion. I know many will disagree. At number 3 is a programme that's also finished, Jeremy Kyle. This is a guy who gets like the benefit scrounging druggy scumbags off the streets and makes them argue about their about their problems, and turns it into a TV programme. Now the people in it are scumbags, but who's worse is Jeremy Kyle himself, who is just a parasite. And when these people are actually quite reasonable and want to try and solve the problems, he starts shouting at them just to get more of a reaction, just to upset them, just to get them more riled up and angry. What a twat. Also, lie detectors are not that accurate. Having a disclaimer at the start and then just going, "You're obviously a liar," is fucking more hypocritical than me saying, "My Little Pony horror films are terrible." What was that? Was that 3? Number 2 is a program called Loose Women. Those of you in America, I believe you have this program, but it's called The View. I've nothing against women. But what annoys me, they had this. I was watching it once. It was on at work. I don't make a point of watching it, by the way. And this was after the Tottenham riots. We had these riots in London, which then sort of spread out around the country. Lots of young people just going crazy, burning shops and stuff. And this is quite a few years ago now. And they were talking about this. And one of them's like, "Oh, what's the solution? What's made them all so angry?" Well, the other one, "Well, I don't really know. I mean, is it that they don't have anywhere to go, or they have nothing to do?" And another one's like, "Well, I don't really know. I mean, what's the solution? How do you reach these kids? What is it that upsets them so much?" And I'm sat there and I'm thinking, where's the informed opinion here? This is just lots of people talking about what they don't know. Well, why don't they go, and now to join us, it's some professional psychologist. It's just people talking about what they don't know. It's like, what's the fucking point of that? And it'd be just as ridiculous if it was men doing that. So it's pathetic. At number 2, wait a minute, have I? Hold on, sorry. I think I might have fucked up my. No, I haven't. Sorry. At number 1, it's a program called Mrs. Brown's Boys. This is a bloke who dresses up as a woman and does a sitcom on BBC where she has an Irish accent and swears a lot. And they do jokes like, "Oh, I've got. Oh wait, I've forgotten something that was on the set next door. I've got to go and get it." Which Sean Hughes did that 10, 15 years earlier on Channel 4. And the most annoying thing is, right, because he's not that funny, that the rest of the cast are all his relatives. Bunch of fucking tax dodgers as well. And because he's not that funny, they all have to look at each other and laugh like, "Oh, isn't she funny?" And it's pathetic. It's the single worst thing to happen to television ever. But, feel free to disagree. I'm sure you'll disagree about the Top Gear thing. The Jeremy Kyle thing, if you're American, your equivalent would be Jerry Springer. You know, when he goes to the trailer parks, catches trailer trash with a big net and then puts them on his show. That's kind of like that. Yeah, Jeremy Kyle got cancelled because they humiliated this guy so much. Oh, there's petrol. He was so... He was so like traumatized because the show was going to be on television. I don't think it had been on. It was going to be on. That he killed himself. And like I say, that's probably a reasonable person who has been kind of stabbed in the back by this TV show that wanted a reaction out of him. They can't wait to make people look stupid, you know. I hate the show Undercover Boss. They did that for... they had that on... they had one about Barrow. You know how much I love Barrow? And everyone complained because the programme intentionally made... They claimed it intentionally tried to make Barrow look more grim than it was. And I'm watching it and I'm just like, nope, that's what Barrow looks like. The other shows he's done were quite good. Jeremy Kyle, all I know about is one where he go to hospitals and upset the patients. I suppose Undercover Boss is kind of a bit lame, isn't it? You know, I mean, bosses don't actually go to people's jobs and you know, go to where their staff are and give them free gifts and stuff and try to make things better. Not in real life, only if they want to be on a TV programme and promote their business. I know they won't do that. They do the opposite in my job. They go to our stores and that and try and find ways of making the job more difficult. How can we get more work out of less people? They should make that programme like the opposite of Undercover Boss, Undercover Twat. Like, so you've had a lot of trouble, you don't get much time off with your depression and all your medical expenses aren't being paid for. Well, I'm actually your boss and this programme is Undercover Twat and now you're fired. Da, 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 da. I usually watch disaster documentaries. I've seen some good ones. There was Discovery Channel used to show like something quality on a Saturday night. You know, they'd have like a proper one-off documentary that actually tried to teach you something, and there was one about Chernobyl. I know there's been that series now that told you a lot, but this came out before that, and it really puts the shits up you when you realise that after we in the West found out about that, they were actually still fighting this fire that was like a big like radioactive fire that was burning down, and there was an underground river under Chernobyl, and if it had reached that, it would have been like a giant explosion that would have just thrown loads of nuclear material into the air, and half of Europe you couldn't live on. You know, you couldn't live in half of Europe if they'd done that. There was a really good one about that school in Russia as well that got, you know, the terrorists got into. That was horrible. That. This is when they still made programs like that. Now all they do is just arguing bikers and arguing pawn shop owners and was the aliens at the birth of Christ and this kind of bullshit. You know, cheap stuff. Should we pay for cameras to go to the jungle and film animals for 2 years? Oh no, it's easier to follow some loggers around and edit it so they look like assholes. Oh yeah, it is. Twat Fisherman. Coming up next, it's Twat Fisherman. Oh, we're going to argue for a bit. Netflix has some good documentaries, but you have to watch out that they're not just, you know, they haven't padded them out to make them 4 episodes and things like that. That thing about the hotel, apparently there was a lot of that. It was a lot of padding. So I dodged a bullet there and didn't have to watch it. I watched that one about Jack the Ripper, the Yorkshire Ripper, not Jack the Ripper. Yorkshire Ripper as well, and there just wasn't that much to make a series out of, you know. Yeah, it was a horrible thing, but they didn't really have much material to actually turn it into 4 episodes. Could have made it one good documentary. I watched that one about the guy in Los Angeles whose name escapes me, who was like a murderer, but he turned into a bit of a celebrity after he was caught. That was really good. But there was more to talk about in that. Aaron was on a show called Railroad Australia. Everything in it I'd edited to the extremes, making it. I was on a show. You mean you worked on a show, or you were on a show? You're actually in the show. Everything in it I'd edited to the extremes to make any situation look far more dramatic. Yeah, I'd love to go, I'd love to have like, let's say a month at my job, just following people around with cameras and then just edit it to make everyone, to make every situation look stressful, The fruit and veg deliveries come early, but there's no one here to unload it. What's going to happen next? In shots of people, and you just catch them at the exact point where they look a bit nervous. So-and-so's getting extremely stressed now, and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And it was edited. But it's what they do. You could probably edit anything. If you have enough time to film people, you could edit anything. So if you get out the fucking way, you could edit anything to turn it into a fucking big. Actually, a fly on the wall Thomas documentary. Just about a day in the life of Sodor. Would that be funny? The branch line's got leaves on the rails. They've called in the engine cleaners. Sophie! Thank you. Paul's talking too much as he's driving. Will he get distracted? Join us in part 2. No! Uh-oh. Oh, good lad. King of driving. In the show, as the train crew, the film crew and editors made it more dramatic for the views. Yeah, exactly. It's pathetic. And it's so cheap to make. You just follow some loggers around for a few weeks, turn it into a 6-part series, Call it, oh my god, I can't believe they're watching this crap. I used to not mind watching Discovery Channel. You could, I learned a lot about history of NASA and Nazis. That was basically it, but it was alright, In my youth, I used to go out every Saturday night, and then I'd have a stinking hangover Sunday morning, and just sit there and watch the history of the Nazis. Well, World War II history. I learnt loads. I learnt so much stuff about World War II from Discovery Channel. Now you put it on a Sunday morning, it's how are things made? This is a plug. This is a plug for a sink. It's made with a mould. This is plastic. Now it got to make sure it fits the hole. Awesome! What a fantastic program. I've learned so much. Thank you, Discovery Channel. You've seen that South Park special, that episode where they were watching they were trying to learn about the first Thanksgiving, and all they could find was programs about, were there aliens at the first Thanksgiving and were there ghosts at the first Thanksgiving? It's just like, fuck, that's exactly what it's like now. How many Rippers were there? So there was Jack the Ripper, who was Victorian England. He never got caught, although they reckon they know who it was now. And then Yorkshire Ripper, who was like the 80s. And they caught him after quite a few years. Of course, that was another situation where the police get blamed. What a wonderful West we'd live in if there were no police. Wonderful. Dickheads. Gordon Ramsay, he's a fucking twat as well. Fuck. Ah! Whoa. Yeah, that's just annoying, that fucking self-righteous prick shouting at people. I mean, how the hell is that helping people? Oh, I'm gonna shout at you. Like, fuck off. I'd walk out on that too. Him and that prick on The Apprentice, the one over here, and the one you have in America, they've taught people it's okay to be a twat. It's like these, it's like talent shows now. You don't have judges, you have twats. And it's like, let's just, you know, the message now is demand something, and it doesn't matter how impossible it is, I want it done. That's the West now. That's how you get fucking Donald Trump as your Prime Minister. That's how we get this, our prick as Prime Minister over here. Did I say Donald Trump Prime Minister then? President, and we have a prick as Prime Minister now. Because of this fucking attitude. I want it done and I'm a celebrity and I'm a fucking bellend. Because that's what people want now. Bellends. Alan Sugar, that prick. I'm just gonna bully people. Then what did you fucking invent? Amstrad. Well done, mate. What a fucking successful fucking billionaire you are. Sorry. Every stream I have a bit of a rant. Hey, look at that road. It looks like the start of Jerry Bruckheimer films. What are you talking about, Paul? Oh my... talking to embryos again. I liked Kitchen Nightmares though. I'm not sure which is which. What's the one where he goes to American restaurants and shouts at them? There was that, and then there's one where he's running a restaurant and he shouts at the customers. Do you know, at my job, I can't... I just work in a shop and I can't speak my mind. I'm not fucking swearing at people. I'm not raising my voice. Oh no. They call it... They say I'm being shitty. Tom Cruise gets clapped for calling his co-workers assholes. Fucking bullshit. Who's that fucker? Who's that fucker who was Batman? Kicked off on when he was doing that Terminator film. I always want to say Gareth Bale. Christian Bale. What a twat. You fucking do that in any other job, you get told to fuck off. Oh no, I'm a big star, it's fine. Oh no, I'm paid to be a cunt. I mean, I have to drive this fucking truck. Other people are allowed to, you know, like fucking Formula 1 drivers are allowed to go fast and crash into other people. Stock car racers are allowed to run over pedestrians. Oh no, but I fucking... I don't stay in a lane. Oh no, I get the sack. Yeah, Christian Bale, that was it. You know, I crash into this guy, I'll get sacked. It's just not fucking fair. Trump made a cult. I was called a cult once. At least I think that's what they said. Yes, Paul, you made that joke twice every stream. Yeah, but it's a good joke. No, it's not, Paul. Not even yours. You heard Jasper Carrot say it. Who the fuck is that, Paul? Oh my god, I'm talking to kids. It's a long trip, isn't it? I don't know where we are. Everything looks like England. Were there aliens at Shed 17? Were there aliens at Shed 17? Oh my god! Idea for next episode! Aliens! I'll never be able to make it, but if anyone's got access to those, you know, them, what are the realistic Thomas engines called? The models called, you can get. They're not Hornby, they're called something else. If anyone else has access to them and a model railway, try and get yourself a Predator toy and do Thomas versus Predator. I'd love to make it myself, but it's never going to happen. The fuck am I going here? I think I'm paying a checkpoint here because I took the wrong turn. I think I'm paying 154 quid here because I took a wrong turn. I'm going into a country I don't have to. I'll probably have to pay to come back. That's on it, Sky says Boris Johnson's a twat. Yes, he is. I shouldn't. It's not fair. I shouldn't be... I don't like it when people spout their opinions just because they're holding a live stream or whatever. I'm talking about Jeremy Clarkson shouldn't have his own fucking soapbox. I shouldn't have my own soapbox. My opinion is no more or less important than anyone else's. I'll just read you guys' comments. How about that? Kitchen Nightmares where he goes to America. Yeah, I mean, you kind of think, well, you know, these guys could do this kind of, run this restaurant so much better, but then there's what we discussed earlier. It's edited that way, you know. Air crash investigation presents Harold the helicopter. As he takes off, the warning lights appear on his dashboard. At this point, Harold's face switches to extreme fear. Look, I'm going to pay again just because I took a wrong fucking turn. What's this going to cost me? Oh, wait. Animal Crossing. That's not a program. I was trying to think, what's that then? That's the... isn't that like a sort of social media thing? You're animals, but you get to talk to everyone. Where the F am I supposed to go now? Do you remember that? Do you remember Ice Road Truckers? They probably still do it. It's like... I can understand a program like just showing you how these truckers drive on this ice every winter. Like, wow, that's really scary. But then, no, they have to turn it into a competition. Who's going to win this time? They're actually encouraging them to drive more dangerously. And I appreciate that that's probably what I'm doing right now. But, you know, it's like, oh, we're not getting enough viewers. Let's put a hot female driver in it now. Yeah. pathetic. It's a game, yeah, I thought it was. I'm gonna have to have a go at Just Cause 3 online as well sometime. I got the I know there's a Just Cause 4 now, but it sucks. I'm totally lost here. I definitely saw where I was meant to be parking earlier on. I have to turn around here. Hold on, let's see the map. Where am I meant to be going? Is that where I'm meant? That's where I'm meant to be. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's not. It's not long now to actually turn around. Ben M99 asks, remember Keith's death? Yes, I do. Except he didn't die. He became a truck. Backman, that was it. Well done. If I had access to a model railway, like a good one, detailed one, I'd try and get some of the Backman engines and try and do some real life, real life with the models videos. That'd be pretty cool. I know people do them. People do them like the wooden railways and stuff, and they do good stuff with what they've got. It's really, it's really impressive, some of it. People film outside and stuff with them, just so they can use real backgrounds as their backdrops and stuff, which is really clever. You can tell when people make the best of what they've, of the limited resources they have. You always appreciate when people make the effort, you know what I mean? The only thing going through my head during that scene was, LOL. Who the fuck can be broken in half by Frank and Thomas? Hold on. Laughed my ass off, what a loser. What is he made of? Wood. Yeah, that's the joke, he's made of wood. Wood people can last a bit longer. Turns out Keith was Deadpool. And he can be cut in half and he just grows back. He's Keith Pool. He's Hartlepool! Oh my god, look at that. Straight off the top of my head. Eh? This is why you tune in. This is... Oh. Your brain's like a thunderbolt. Yeah! Paul, what the fuck are you talking about? Paul, I'm from Saudi Arabia. I have no idea where fucking Hartlepool is. Sorry. Hartlepool. So you're all into this Keith and Owen do steamed hams, because if it's going to be a really lame idea that no one's going to watch, I'd rather hear it now than before I do any more work on it. So Thomas attempted murder. Well, it was in anger. Paul's laugh is beautiful. Oh my god. I think my laugh is one of my... I think people at work are a bit freaked out when I start laughing, because it's like, I don't do it very often. Like people are going, oh my god, I think he's on drugs. It was time for Thomas to leave. He had drunk everything. That's me. It was time for Paul to fall on the floor. He had drunk everything. Oh, Sophie, how did I get on the floor? She never tells me. Well, Keith, I made it despite your directions. I made it despite my own directions. Well, Keith, I made it despite your directions. Professor Ruth, good of you to come. Well, Keith. I made it despite your directions. Oh. I hope you're ready for mouth-watering hamburgers. Wow, that was pretty good going, wasn't it? Mouth-watering hamburgers. Oh, here we go. Ah, Professor Ruth. Welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon. Yeah. What happens then? So he goes into this. Oh, bloody hell, they're burning! But wait a minute. Maybe I can... Oh, no. Look at this, we're onto the shitty things now. Let's do jobs that encourage me to drive fast. Oh, bollocks, my roast is ruined. Oh, bollocks, my roast is ruined. But wait, there's a wimpy. Maybe I can... I want to go to Scotland. Well, let's start in Iceland. Let's start up here. Bungavik. Perfect. Let's go to Bungavik. But hang on, what if I was to get some wimpies and disguise it as my own cooking? What about the theme tune? Has anyone done their own... Has anyone done just like the backing music that I could steal? Does anyone know any good female singers who could... it'd be like... Hartley and the... Oh wait, Hartley and his something explanations. The German professor's gonna need his medication. When he hears Hartley's lame exaggerations, he'll be joining the Nazis tonight. Hartley! I don't think he'd do it like Skinner. More sort of like Hartley. Oh, look what's happened. Hartley and his crazy expert. Oh, I don't know why I'm singing that as a German. I'm just going to switch this round again. Ta-da! So what do you reckon? I know it's a bit of an old idea. Is it amusing? Also, the other thing is I can share my backdrops that I'm making. Basically, I'm getting stills from The Simpsons and photoshopping out the characters, so you've just got the backgrounds. The German professor's gonna need his medication. When he hears Hartley's lame exaggerations, he'll be something tonight. Hartley! Does he say Seymour, or does he say Skinner? Hartley! What are you doing? Oh, I'm just doing my leg stretches. Hope you're ready for... Is that oven on fire? I don't know what that was. I don't know what fucking accent that was. Is that oven on fire? No, it's steam from the steamed clams we're having. I don't think he'd go, steamed clams. He'd just go, we're having steamed clams. It's got the massive mountains up there. Look at that. Oh, can't really see them like there. Hang on. Wow, isn't Iceland awesome? Any of you from Iceland? It's awesome, look at it. This must be the happiest place on earth. There you are. I'm just stretching my calves on the windowsill. Asymmetrical exercise. Care to join me? Oh, I have a lot of research to do here. Hope you're ready for mouth-watering hamburgers. Hamburgers? I thought there'd be fusion tonight. Hey. But what about at the end? He'll say, well, you are an odd fellow, but I won't turn you into a truck. But I decided not to turn you into a truck. Help, Keith! The house is on fire! No, Sir Topham, it's just the Northern Lights. Help! I don't know what he does when he puts his thumb up. Oop. Oh, that is it. Why is there smoke coming out of your oven? No, that's steam from the steamed clams we're having. Aye, steamed clams. Totally gonna crash here. That's a weird truck. You see that everywhere, don't you? That truck. It's like a fucking war truck or something. It's like, what's it called? Snowpiercer if it was a truck. That's the name of the spin-off series. They haven't really thought of a name for it. Snowpiercer if it's a truck. Starring Eddie Stobart as Chris Evans. Oh no, it isn't smoke. It's just a failed biofusion experiment. Oh, that could be. Well, oh my god, what's happening in there? Biofusion experiment? Yep. Biofusion experiment? On this part of the island at this time of day, located entirely in your kitchen. Aye. Can I see it? No. I'll have to do some research, see if we can find a lady singer to do with a theme tune for it. One good thing about Disney Plus, you don't have to. It doesn't do that thing Netflix does, where it's like, "Are you still watching this series?" Although it does break down sometimes and doesn't start playing the next episode. I know it's not exactly highbrow entertainment, but I love that they've got like Family Guy and American Dad and Cleveland and stuff on there now. Oh, you can watch that for free on ITV. Yeah, I know, but this has no adverts. Not even adverts for its own program. Hello, ich bin ich. Ich bin ich. Is that German? Ich bin ich. I know a bit of German. I've listened to that band. Forgotten what they're called. They did that death metal song about the Seven Dwarfs. And everything sounds a little bit rude. When you're English, I mean. Ich bin ich. Sodor Engines is... What's the band I'm thinking of? Rammstein, thank you. Fuck, you guys know me too well. Ich bin ich nichten lichten. Sorry. Soda Engines is singing Hearts on Fire again. How did that come about last time? Oh, there was a guy doing some heavy lifting. we all had to encourage him. Binich says du hast. Sorry, my German's not that good. Ooh! Don't confuse me with foreign languages, I'll crash. Really? Says everyone. Ooh! Sam Skip, one of the lesser known characters from Thomas the Tank Engine. Hello, I'm Sam Skip. Look at that. Now we're going uphill because I've had to slow down. I can't get any bloody speed now. Gordon is alive. No, Gordon's alive. What if I were to get Diesel and pretend he is a fast engine? I wish I had a bigger window to look out of here. I love seeing all this, but it's like... They must just pay people, it must be like Russia, they just pay people to clear the roads every day. I like the scene with the old man. Gordon is alive. Yep. Anyone remember? Yeah, we'll do an early Project G1 quiz. Who's the guy? Who's the real celebrity who says Gordon's alive? Come on, who's going to win provisional King of Project G1? Just provisional, just until we have a proper quiz. Oof, this is high up, look. That guy's driving a bit fast. I appreciate the irony of me saying that. Holy crap. I think I've just killed a dragon. Skyrim joke there. Brian Blessett, well done. Party up 2-1 is provisional King of Project G1. And so's Soda Engines, who may have only been late because of internet lag. Ik bin Ich thinks it's Robin Hodson plots. What? Oh! Who's Robert Hodson plots? I don't know why, that reminds me of HR Puffin stuff. Just, I don't know, sounds similar. Who's that, Paul? Bloody hell, bloody kids don't know fucking anything. I bet Ich bin Ich knows who Zippy and George and Bungle are. Sorry, it was something we were discussing earlier on. When Gordonzilla went rampant. Did you like that scene? Interesting fact, I wanted him to walk on two legs, like Godzilla. But then I thought it'd be... Did I think... No, I don't know if it'd be easier. There was that guy who sent me the... It was a manga model. It was a model. It was a manga illustration of this monster with walking on four legs with these faces coming out of him. All these faces on his sides and that got me thinking about doing a four-legged one. I can't remember if I thought it'd be easier to be four-legged or whether I just thought it'd be more creepy. It would work. It did work better though, didn't it? You know, you can imagine 2 legs. Might have been easier to make it animate it walking. Fuck. But I suppose it would have been easier to hide what it looked like. So you're a bit more... There's a bit more suspense, sort of, what is this thing? Plus, how the hell does it get out of that little door? Gordonzilla, Gorgonzola. The weirdest thing was, I wasn't the only one to come up with the... It was just like a sort of provisional name for it, Gordonzilla. Oh look, there's a fella having a piss. Think he's writing his name in the snow? I come up... So I was like sort of provisionally calling it Gordonzilla just so I'd name for it. And then I think after the trailer someone else came up with the same name. And I was like, is that because of something I said, or have they independently come up with that name as well? It might have been more than just one person. Yo, Paul, I just sent you the redrawn Alan Barry. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I saw this on your channel, on your page. There we go, everyone. Alan Barry. It looks like Peter Griffin meets what's he called? What's he called? Buzz Killington. Is that when he's was the original when he moves into that massive mansion and becomes posh? Anyway, it's very good. The Pete controller. There's not much you can do with the faces of those. Oh shit, I don't think I can get up this hill. There's not much you can do with the wooden people's faces because they're so small and you can't really add much detail to the face. They're basically Keith's face, just sometimes with moustaches. And that's about it. One day I'll have to jazz them up a bit, make them a bit better. Right, we're going to pick up some speed now. Actually, you know, I never checked if this is one of these time limit, you know, sort of urgent deliveries that I've just... there was a thing I've just earned in this game. Oh, it's the one where it's the Family Guy where they put James Woods in it. In a Thomas movie, James Woods would make a good Mr. Controller, wouldn't he? You know, the Alec Baldwin character. I suppose Alec Baldwin would probably still do that if there was a proper... If and when Disney takes over Thomas and turns it into a real film. Mr. Hartley married, yes. Venom 99 says one thing. What's that? Mr. Hartley. Yeah, I imagine he would be. He'd have a big fat wife at home. Is that sexist? Probably. Sorry about that. Director Peter Hat. Isn't there a Thomas movie that was? I think one of you guys was talking about it once. Wasn't there someone, some big name who was working on it? Or was someone just joking that him that ruined Star Trek and Star Wars was J.J. Abrams was making a Thomas film? Ugh. Imagine all the lens flare on Sodor. Thomas found he couldn't see anything because of the lens flare. He ended up crashing into Gordon's hole in the wall. If I was at that station, I'd go put my arm through and say, "Hey Gordon, I'm fingering your hole." Sorry. Shame. Shame alert. (2 minutes 32). 2 hours 32 minutes. I'll be editing that bit out as well. Not a fan thing like a licensed movie. They need someone like, Disney to buy it. I know I keep going on about this, but buy it, start making films, but with models again. Like they did with really elaborate sets and stuff like they did for Team America. Obviously not like Team America. I'm not talking about doing a horror fucking Thomas around. Maybe I'll just spend the next 5 years making an enormous model railway of Sodor, and then get people to write proper stories, not my silly PC adventures stories, proper stories, and we'll just recreate the series as it should be instead of this 2D garbage they're making now. Oh, I thought it was some kind of volcano or something. It's a fucking crash. Does the PC in Thomas PC Adventures mean pretty cool? No, it's politically correct. That's what's happened to Thomas. I know I explained this a while back and caused a bit of controversy. He has to live with women now, and there's engines with certain difficulties and that now, and it's all PC. Thomas travelling the world and meeting foreign people and finding out they're just like us, normal people, and they all speak English for some reason. Oh shit. Shit. 57 damage? I think we're going to have to pull into Beyond Us and get fixed. I'm as disappointed as you guys that there hasn't been like any absolute disaster crashes this time. Laugh my ass off, laugh with women now, that sounds so wrong. No, I'm only joking about it being strange. I appreciate they have to do that now. But I just thought that the idea of PC Adventures was that it's politically correct, but it's still a little bit inappropriate. So, one of the stories is Gordon getting racist, and one of the stories is how it's okay to be a furry. You know what I mean? It's just kind of, it's not over the top horror ridiculous, but it's just kind of, that's going a bit far. I remember someone did a reaction video of the first one, and they were just in their living room with the whole family there watching it on the TV, and the dad's got this American dad. It was a dad from America, and he's like turning off just on the titles, and I was like, holy shit, is it that bad? Is it that bad that even the titles are like offensive? Got me worried. FNM99 says they killed Keithy. Well, you kind of assume he's dead, because the trucks didn't live long. Ich bin ich wants a movie about Timothy. I think there's quite a few copyright holders for Timothy. Imagine if Ruth... Oh, Ruth, right, sorry. I thought you were assuming his wife's called Ruth. Ruth and Keith's family got tighter at the holidays after the biofusion. Yeah, maybe they don't realise. That's a good idea, actually. Keith's family don't realise what a bastard... Sorry, yeah, don't realise what a bastard Owen Ruth is, so they're still friends with the Ruth family. And Owen Ruth's just like playing along. Damn, stop giving me good ideas for a threequel. I'm not making it. Seriously, I have heart attacks fucking worrying about threequels. See that? And he went, see what happened then? When we started talking about threequels, and I nearly went over. Which was the saddest death? Mavis. She had no idea what's going on, and it was arguably the slowest. Where does James Woods fit into the fun time? You fucker. Oh, it's first time they got Patrick Stewart on doing his Captain Picard. I went to a convention years ago. Whenever the first Mission Impossible came out, because I remember they played the theme tune at the disco. So there you go. And oh fuck, Patrick Stewart wasn't there, but he was filming First Contact at the time. But his assistant, his like PA, was there, and she brought a lot of photos of them filming First Contact, and like Patrick Stewart had a cat, and he'd bring the cat there, and like Michael Dorn wanted photos with the cat and things like this, mad stuff. Anyway, and Patrick Stewart had this. There's a photo of Patrick Stewart, and he had this Beavis and Butthead T-shirt on, and she talks about how he's a massive fan of cartoons and stuff, so it wasn't that big a surprise to find out he appears in all these cartoons. I mean, he's got a regular part, hasn't he, in American Dad? I think the funniest bit about that is that it looks just like him as well. That's funny when he's doing George Formby. It's like, you can imagine Americans going, what the fuck is he doing? I kind of like that with my videos. Yeah, you know, I always insist on having some kind of daft jokes in there that the regular viewers will be like, what the fuck is that? Like Brian Blessed, for example, and the celebrity trying to promote Sodor engines. Oh shit. Mine would be Wilhelm. Yeah, that's sad. Someone's driven him to that. Maybe he was biofused into the record player, and every time a record's put on, he's like that, because it's just like having needles scraping along your skin, along your eyeballs. And if it's a high-pitched song, It's more painful. No, not that female singer. Not, who's that gay singer? Did the last Bond theme. No, not him. Play some Barry White for fuck's sake. No. The fuck are you talking about, Paul? I don't know. I've lost my mind. Anyone tuning in, I was just like, yeah, well, I think I've had enough. I think I'm done. Keith finds out his daughter is dating Rowan Ruth's son or something, becomes a dark comedy. Oh my god. Imagine how disappointed everyone would be. Sort of like, oh great, a threequel. Oh my god, it's a dark comedy. What the fuck? If you ask me, the scariest stuff in Shed 17 is the stuff you don't see. Yeah. Such as the failed Thomas clones in Shed 17, knowing they probably all died. Yeah, not seeing the operation. You know what it reminds me of? It was kind of an inspiration at the time, but I never realised it. It was just something that's in the back of my head. Akira. You ever watch that? The manga cartoon. It's like you never really see what's done to these people. I'll see you later, party up too. Remember to keep partying. Like you never see this whatever operations go on with these kids to make them like that. You just have to, because it's scarier to assume. You know, it's scary to try and imagine it in your head, like what happens during biofusion. It no matter what I did, it's more scary. That what you're imagining in your head is more scary than anything I could come up with. I guess the simplest example is not getting to see the shark very much in Jaws. I'm not comparing my stuff to Jaws, but you know, when you don't see the monster. Thomas's death is quite sad. Well, he's hit by the train, isn't it? Just like thud. That's it. That's more than most of us get. All most of us get is mind that bus. What bus splat? Red Dwarf reference there. There we go. Sorry guys, I'm just too on the ball tonight. I've done a bit of stunt driving. I understand that. But last week was just a nightmare. I was in that fucking top heavy thing, wasn't I? Like you take any kind of corner and the whole thing does a fucking side wheelie. Felt like Lee Majors. Who? Bloody hell, talking to a bunch of kids, fuck's sake. No one understanding what I'm saying. May as well be bloody Bernie Winters. Who? Fuck's sake, that's what I mean. Fucking Russian. Sound like Muttley. Who? Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna have to have a translator every time I crack a joke. Some younger person explains it to the viewer. Now, what Paul's trying to say here is Muttley was a character in a Hanna-Barbera cartoon called Wacky Races, and to a lesser extent his own TV show. Human Thomas's death scene was effing hilarious. I kind of spoilt the shock because I really wanted to have them hissing noise on the rails. You used to hear this, you went to stations and that, sometimes you could tell there was a train, like a high-speed train that was just going to pass through, wasn't going to stop, so it wasn't slowing down. You'd hear this hissing on the rails. It turns out that usually the train has to be turning a corner. Because something's got to make the wheels grind against the rails, so it's got to be turning at the kind of just the right angle to not have to slow down so much, but still be turning. And you get this hissing. I tried to record it myself. I got like a little handheld recorder, and we went to a couple of stations to try and record it, and I couldn't get it. Took a lot of photos as well, but sorry, we're playing Galloping Gertie on Family Guy, and I'll tell you where I eventually got the sound, because it is the real sound. There's these people who are putting their GoPros. This is in the US. They were putting the GoPro cameras on the rails, not actually on the rails, sort of in between the two rails, and then train goes over it. Doesn't crush it, right? Just goes over it, and you could get the sound then. Weird sound. Before that, I had some. It was from a foreign film. I just happened to put it on one night, and I was like, "Oh my god, there's something like that!" And it's that weird sort of, when you got cables and they're being stretched, and you have that kind of pew, 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 pew kind of noise. I got that kind of sound, but it was from like a sort of city railway. Oh, look at that plane! Wow, look at that. He's going low, isn't he? You see the mountains over him. Yes, Paul, it's a plane. It's going low. Okay. I mean, are we high up here or what? Because I don't see where the water's being stopped there. Is it just... Imagine it's not a waterfall. Oh my god, here comes Jesus, and he doesn't look too happy. Love that. I know who Muttley is, thank you, Sordor Engines. Venom99, are you on a train? He likes the hissing on the rails. Yeah, I was really glad I found the real sound. I couldn't fake it. I suppose you get some kind of high-pitched hiss and then give it a kind of a phasey effect, but I suppose it would always be back in my mind it's not quite right. Because I'm such a perfectionist. Really, Paul? Then how come your engines look like that? Shut up. Oh no, it's Sir Jimmy. We were just talking about you. Hey up, guys and gals. You can have a good see. Oh my god. Remind me, right? Everyone, just remind me when he appears. I have to read the comment before I read it out. Just read it in my head first. It's like when Lilac was on here. Oh no, we got to get petrol. A man was nearly run over by a train. Are you talking about that video? I think it's on ITN News. It was on YouTube. Train spotter. He's so busy trying to get photos of this, I think, a steam engine coming through. He doesn't realise there's another train coming the other way, and it's really close to him. It's like, holy shit. You ever seen a video? Have a look for a video on YouTube. It's dead funny. You've probably seen it. It's got a bit of a rude title. It was called Train Spotter Denied Orgasm. I know it's a bit rude. So there's these train spotters, and they're at this station. They know there's this steam engine coming through, and just as it's passing, this just regular train comes through the other way and blocks the view, and they're all like, "Oh, I don't believe it," and they just miss the and there's people on the other side of the other platform who get a good view, but obviously they're trying to get it from a nice angle, so they're on the opposite platform. It's pretty funny. Out the way, Soph, I can't see the comments. Soph, out the way. Soph. Soph. Sophie. Sophie. Soph. Stinky. Stinky. Oh, you answered that, didn't you? Do you want a treat? Can I give you a treat while still driving? Do you think that's possible? Should we try? Okay. Can I put it into... What's cruise? Where's cruise control? How do I put cruise control on? That's not it. That's not it. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay, here we go. The train that nearly hit him was a turbo set. Yeah, it was just passing through the station, wasn't it? It wasn't stopping. I mean, that guy, he's kind of shocked, and I think he's kind of embarrassed, but he probably doesn't realise just how close that got. He probably watched the video after and thought, fucking hell. I've had near misses crossing the road, going to work. Hold on. Quick. My hands aren't on the wheel. Quick. This is why you don't have cats on your truck. No. Oh, fuck. This is why cats should not be your co-drivers. Did everyone see my Sophie tweet yesterday? Where she's telling me I shouldn't have a Wonder Woman wallpaper. There we go. The film, not just. Come on, move your ass. Good girl. Right, let's see. Jordan Anderson. I wish you were on more often. You know, do you have your own live streams? Because, you know, if someone were to take drugs and just listen to your comments and questions and stuff, it'd be like a fucking trip. Get the vodka out, watch Jordan Anderson every night on YouTube. Holy shit, I've gone into the future. I'm seeing different colours. This is like, if there's no one around the tree, do you hear it fall? But 1,000,000 times more weird. Sorry. When was the last time you were full of hate and why? Depends how much hate you're talking about, really. I mean, it's work. You know, you've got loads on. People don't, because we're processed, we're like paperwork and that, no one realises how much we do. It's only, yes, it's paperwork, it's scanners, but then you're using scanners and stuff which are old. They have touch screens, but it's like the old style touch screens where you've got to press, you know, it doesn't pick up your electric, whatever it is in your fingers around. Basically, it's not iPhones, you know. They use the pressure on the screens, and we have to use these all day, but then you've got to work with dickheads who are stabbing the screens with pens all day and wrecking them, making it not even twice as hard to do stuff, 100 times harder to do stuff. Everything takes a hell of a lot longer to do, and there's days where you're just absolutely just fuming because your job is twice as hard to do, takes twice as long to do because of dickheads who are just, this is someone else's problem, you know, fuck it. Sophie, here, get out the fucking way. So that's when I rage. I was kind of fuming today because my dad's printer stopped working again, so I've got to go around there and sort that out. that I'm in their support bubble. That's why I'm allowed around there. But I don't. That's not really like raging or anything. Work is when I'm fucking. When are you? When do you, Jordan Anderson? Hang on. Oh yeah, was the horn from that video? I think it might have been. Oh, petrol! Petrol, everybody! Yes! It's petrol. Let's fill up on petrol. The engine was Flying Scotsman. Ah. John Anderson, can you speak up, please? I'm watching on the toilet and people keep putting the handrail on. So you're not even at home. You're in a public toilet. Do you mean they can hear me? Are you on headphones? Are you on headphones? Hey everyone, Jordan's in here. He's in the cubicle. Everyone keep the sound down. He's listening to me. You don't know who I am, but you know who he is. Jordan Anderson's his real name. And that's the punishment for embarrassing your viewers. You end up driving through the snow. And nearly choking because you were raising your voice without actually raising your voice. Just putting on a silly voice. So if we get out the fucking way. Go on. Over here, dickhead. Here you go. Jimmy says Port and Pat had a lovely cat. Yeah, black and white. Oh yeah, I wonder how he managed driving round with a moochy cat. I think he had a good cat. Wasn't constantly mooching for treats and that. I'm pretty sure it didn't stand up on the dashboard and block his view. Make him crash. John Anderson will be making YouTube videos one day. He's been planning a takedown video of Chris Eden Green for whinging about how hard life is. What? So you're gonna campaign to get Chris Eden, whoever that is, get his video taken down because he's whinging about how hard life is. And presumably he doesn't have a hard life, he's just whinging. I hope he's not like a fucking... I hope he's not like a fucking white helmet or something and I've just really insulted him. I remember when I first saw Shazam, let's go on the greatest human beings in history. What, you mean me? You wouldn't say that if you knew me in real life. I'm a narky... Talk about whinging. I'm a narky, whingy bastard. Well, Phenom99 wants to know who Chris Eden is as well. Any hope? John Anderson is actually in a train station and the announcer just spoke over you as well. Ah. Stuff like that fills me with hate. For example, I'm a train conductor, but I hate train conductors' announcements. Ah. I probably told you this story. I had to go to Liverpool every week on a wine course for about 7 weeks, and this is when there was a lot of work going on the railways around here, and there's quite a few changes and stuff we had to make each way. And every day there'd be something would hold me up, train got cancelled or delayed or whatever, or I'd have to make more changes. And one day we're on the train going back, and the announcer who's the conductor, he goes, this is the 6:45 coming from Liverpool to so-and-so to so-and-so, calling at so-and-so, so-and-so and so-and-so. And he goes, train is currently running on time. And he said it like that, like it was a big surprise. And everyone on the train went, woo! It was brilliant. Just like, you know, bit of good humour from the conductors who probably have to put up with this shit all the time. Train is currently running on time. Oh, you want to assassinate Chris Eden's character. Who is he though? You have to tell us who he is. I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google while driving. Google while driving? Not a good idea. Shit, did I get a message? I gotta... Oh, my Amazon's been sent. Coming tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Shit. Chris Eden Green. Oh, so he's someone who does things with. He's a filmmaker and specialises in camera operation, research, editing, and presenting. I have my something. Like a bit of a hippie. Must be getting on a bit. Some old photos there in his hippie hairdo. Solar Engine's worst train experience would be going to Birmingham for a convention and having to do it by standing up the entire journey as all the seats were taken. That does suck. Sucks when they're all... Why is it not playing the next episode? Maybe Disney does do that thing where it doesn't keep playing them. When seats are all... When they're all booked up, you know, so they've all got them little tickets on, and you're like, should I sit there? Because no one else is there? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? You know, I'd be constantly thinking, is the person who booked this seat just... Are they too polite to ask me to move? Also, I mean, I've never booked a seat, but I'd be kind of like embarrassed to go up to someone and say, you're in my seat, especially if it's like an old person or something, or a family or something. I'd be like, oh. John Anderson just scored an own goal by missing part of the stream by flushing the toilet and the noise cut you out. Should have left it like everyone else does. No, you did the right thing. Everyone else is a twat. Maybe I should just stop doing game streaming and it's just me moaning about how much people are twats. Oh, my head's hurting now. I think we might have to leave this in Iceland and continue our journey another day. What time is it? Nearly 10 o'clock. That's what happened. I sat down and didn't see the booklet or the booking slip, so when we got to the next person, this came over and quite rudely. He was in her chair. Well, people are, if no one's in that seat, I think it's perfectly reasonable to be in that seat. No one has to rudely tell you to move. You know, it should be reasonable just to say, sorry, I booked that seat, you know. I haven't taken I haven't took the train for years. That Liverpool thing was when there'd been some accidents and there was loads of work being done on the railways. So there's loads of delays all the time. I don't know what it's like now, but they can't run it. Oh, fuck. You could have bloody stopped and waited for me, you fucking yellow dick. Prick. They can't run. I know I'm not supposed to be spouting my own opinions, but they can't run the railways here like a business. In India, the government runs it because without the railways, so many more people's businesses and livelihoods would be lost, even if it's just people coming into the city to sell the stuff they made and that. You know what I mean? There's people who like sneak onto the trains and sell drink and stuff on them. They should be paid for. It should be run at a loss. You know, paid for by the government. None of this fucking companies trying to run them. Because you just end up with, oh, this is a long journey with lots of stops. Let's make it just 2 carriages and everyone will be fucking crammed in there like fucking what's that expression where you fucking peas in a pod or whatever? Oh, thank God we're getting out of. It's a beautiful place, Iceland, but fucking hell, it takes a while. Oh shit, nearly crashing that fella. Woo! Dangerous driver, he don't know what he's doing. Dangerous driver. Wait, we're going here, aren't we? Wait, where the fuck are we going? I thought we were going to Scotland. Oh God, we got to go here. Fuck. What's everyone said? Yeah, now had it not have been in good, I would all have said nah, say nicer to me, nicer. So yeah, nowadays you'd have said speak in a civil tongue, and I'll give up my seat. Basically, I'll give up my seat if you're less of a bitch. Right now, where do we go? I have no idea what I'm meant to be doing here. Is this it? This is right. Here we go. Anyone know what side of the road they drive in the Faroe Islands? Any Egyptians? Pharaohs? Get it? Get it? Yeah? Where would you be without me? That's a nice spot. Where's you living here? I suppose if you came here to work something, you'd expect sort of nice, pleasant fields and little houses up on mountains, and then you come here and find this, and it's probably be a bit of a disappointment. Nice though, isn't it? I bet their internet's shit though. There's a wind boat. A sailing ship. Dead one of them. I'm assuming that's not working. You ever seen Rocky? At the start of it, there's well, not the start of it. When he's training, he runs past this ship at the dock with sails, and apparently that was one of the last still working sailing ship, meaning it's still being used. You know what I mean? I wonder if that's being used. Look at that! Someone's got a posh yacht as well. I wish I'd travelled more in my youth. I went to Las Vegas and that was it. Seen more of the world when I could be bothered. John Anderson's last comment was censored, sorry about that. There used to be a sign in the toilet saying people not to poo while standing. Oh my god. See, that shows you the mentality. Someone will have done that. When I was at school, someone thought it was funny to shit in a sink. To be fair, I thought it was funny at the time, but now it's just like, fuck's sake, someone had to clean that up. Totally missed the... There we go. Are you Scotland? Are you Scottish? Is this the right way? Yes. You alright, mate? Frankie Boyle's shit. Would you let... Oh god. You can't ask stuff like that. Someone remind me as well. Sir Jimmy and Jordan Anderson comments. Read them before you read them out loud, okay? Would you rather run you over with a mobility scooter or apply fake tan to your face night before work? How heavy would the fake tan be? I mean, would I be like one of those people who just live in tanning machines and end up looking like Mother Teresa by the time they're 30? By the time I got to Birmingham, I get to get another train that was completely overcrowded. It was muggy as hell. 2-3 stops later, I was happy to have cold winter air hit me. Yeah. I don't know how they think it's a service they're providing when it's like that. I mean, travelling in your own country shouldn't be a fucking nightmare like that. Jordan Anderson pissed on a sandwich that was in the urinal. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, let's go for it. Let's take a chance that no one's coming the other way. Slow down, concrete guy. Yeah, I made it. Oh, my head's killing me now. Can I take this corner without slowing down? No, I better not. What sort of truck is this anyway? What are we in? Oh, it's a Scania? I don't know cars or trucks. I'm like, oh, I should have looked a bit down there, it would have told me that. It's quite posh, isn't it? That's not really a bed, that is it? It's got a back seat, look, there's another seat there. What's the point of that? Why another seat? Oh, is that my seat? That's my seat, sorry. Look at that little town and church there, that's nice. Bet it's quite religious there though. Probably can't swear and stuff. Look, there's petrol. You can say that again. Oh, fuck. I'm not a summer person. So it was hell in the form of an underground train. Yeah, I bet that's a nightmare when it's too hot. I've not been to London very often, but last time I was visiting friends and they were all like sort of, okay, we'll take this train here and take this train here, and we ended up running to catch the next one. They dived through the door and it was like closing in front of me. I just managed to stick my arm through it to open it again. And I was like, well, I'd have been fucked there, wouldn't I, if it had closed and you lot had fucked off. Just stranded in London, thanks very much. Can't ask for directions, no one speaks English. Oh, I didn't really say that. Hey, copper! Sorry. You fucking Scottish bus! You Scottish bus! Ah, fuck! Have you got skips in there? Is it skips? I think it skips the things you put shit in, or skips the crisps. I hope it's the crisps. What are we on? 6 people. We've not done so good tonight, have we? Should have pointed it out on the other channel. Ah! Fuck! We're lodged on a bush. I think we can get out of this. Three minutes 19. The fuck? Look at those terrible textures. Hello, is that Scottish Services? What is it you want now? Can I get towed? I am a sick bastard. What? The fuck are you saying? I've got to imagine this truck would be a write-off in real life. Actually, in real life, I would not be. How do you crash like that? I wish we could have a replay. You know, like football games have the... Whoops, sorry. Football games have the replays, don't they? When there's a foul or whatever. But we can't really judge what just happened there. Can we get back to... Nope. There we go. Well, now we have to get to the destination and find out whether find out if we're gonna get what kind of rating we're gonna get. Let's put it out, Paul. What the fuck are you trying to say? I have no idea. Aberdeen, I've been there. There was a cinema on by the sea, and I watched The Matrix. Belting film. know the box set of The Matrix, the one I had, it was like a posh one, and the films all had these new commentaries. One was by reviewers and one was by philosophers. So the first film, everyone likes the film because it's a good film. The second one, the second and third films had, one of the commentaries by philosophers who love the films, and the other was by reviewers who hated the films, which is pretty cool. Have you ever heard DVD commentaries by people who hated the films? I've heard Moonraker had a lot of, had like the script writer and the director and that commentating. If someone comes around this corner, I'm screwed. And they're quite critical, of like the bad writing and stuff in that film. And the script writer on Superman 4, he's not, I won't say he's apologetic, he kind of, he kind of tries to explain the problems with the film, but he's quite honest with the film, Apparently, Joel Schumacher, he's quite critical of, Batman and Robin, which is understandable. Fuck! Just how it was like. Remember Rowley's Half Term? What happened in that one? Was that when the lance leaning out of the train that I had to get taken down? I'll have to put it back on. I'll put it on Twitter. Got taken down, even though it had a age restriction on it. Still got taken down. People complaining. My own fault, really. I didn't realise just how blood and guts it was. See, it's alright doing a horror film, but you've got to make it obvious it's a horror film, and that Rowley episode kind of tricked people into thinking it was some kind of pleasant kids thing. So I can understand that being taken down. We're really clocking on now, aren't we? John Anderson, the tie I'm wearing is from the 3 train companies who... Okay. Is it from the 3 train companies you have worked for? Or is it the 3 companies you represent? Ah! Right. I love it when Paul avoids a crash, he screams like a girl. Oh, can't say that anymore. I'm watching the bit now where they're doing the Raiders of the Lost Ark thing, where they're escaping from the natives. Apparently, this was on the commentary for this episode on the DVD. They said that John Williams allows you to use his music, but it's got to be his. He insists it has to be his recordings, which is an interesting thing, isn't it? You can use his music, but it's got to be his recordings rather, whether he gets money or something. But for some reason he doesn't allow people recording his music themselves. Hey, copper! Keep passing this fella, look. Like, what the hell is that? It's not normal, is it? Looks like a fucking... like it's carrying a tank or something. You have to finish that sentence, Jordan Anderson, because I didn't get that. Proper pegging it now, aren't we? Yeah, we're gonna get there. Iceland be damned, we're gonna get there. I think we've got enough petrol. Alright, blue car. Blue cars are for twats. Sorry. Ah! Oh, I think this was the start of a new series. This one where they do the naked gun thing for Al Qaeda. Not been here before. Naked Gun, if you've ever seen that, you should watch it. Hey, That Sonic's guy, you're in charge of problems. Everyone's always got an excuse why they avoid my streams. Well, I think we'll call this the end of the stream, guys. We're gonna just go in here. Hopefully we won't crash into any. Holy shit! Let's see what they said about this one. I'm gonna have to learn how to park. Everyone on Twitch can park these things. Reasonable. What do we make? We actually made a profit from that. Even though I literally destroyed that truck. Okay, guys. My head's hurting. So, I'm going to go now. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I'm sorry there wasn't much action this evening. But you know, we can't just have carnage every night. So I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. FNM99, don't worry about rude people. Soda Engines, you keep up the Simpsons and Thomas references. Depressed Octoling, don't be so depressed. And John Anderson, keep taking those brain drugs and you'll pull out of this mad phase you're going through. What's he talking about? Never mind. See you guys. Don't forget to stay cool. Peace.